Philippines, 34-5. And based on the form that they both showed towards the end of the Asia Rugby 7 series, this will be close. Thailand finished that series with a cup final loss to Japan. And in the end, Kazakhstan finished on the log third, while Thailand finished fourth. So you can expect a reasonably close game here. You'd expect. Nagora Nurmatova has been outstanding for Kazakhstan, skippered by number 10, Balzan Koshibayeva. But they've got an introduction of great new players, Askarova and Takachiova on the bench, Bazirak, and we see Korachek making a start in this match for the first time since that injury in leg one. Thailand, look out for Chichinuk. She's their top try scorer during the series, 10 tries, and scored a couple in the earlier game. Utamporn at 9, while she is a hard-working forward over the top, but just a great team unit, coached by the New Zealand Sevens legend Lotte Rakenbula. And our referee from Australia, from Perth, making the trip all the way to Guangzhou for this to be with us. It's great having Maddie Potts with us, refereeing on the HSBC Women World Series. Here we go then. This will decide effectively who will win this pool. And Thailand straight into it with their abrasive work. Good early touch for Thanaporn and 12 there. There's Utamporn with her hands on the ball. Look at the bullet pass she's developed. And each pass a little bit backwards this time. Here goes Butsaya. Takes a couple of tackles. Two very similar sides how they play at the game. As Thailand give it another bit of width. Great tackle round the ankles by Anna Yakovleva. There's Chichinuk. Could see an early challenge against Takachiova. Beats the first tackle. Runs into Nurmatova, who's sweeping. And good bit of continuity. It's been dropped. I think it's Ratanaporn. Didn't go forward, says Putz. That's a great big clean-up effort there. And Butsaya's done really well to tidy that one up for Thailand. Ooh, Yakovleva there was sensing that she could clatter the yellow player, and they win the penalty there, and that's good defensive pressure from the Kazakhstan early.
And it's good pressure, but it's good feeling out too by Thailand. They're moving that ball with real confidence from one side to the other, and I don't think Kazakhstan will want to be chasing shadows all day. They're physically a much bigger side, and I couldn't believe the early contact from Thailand. There's only one team I know in this competition that would just try and take Kazakhstan up the middle, and that is Thailand. They're mad.
Nurmatova to Koshibayeva, the skipper, and this is, look at the work there, the strength of Alina Askarova. And she has burst. This is a breakthrough season for her, for Kazakhstan, and inside she'll be fizzing, but that's a strong effort from her. Under the post she goes. 5-0 Kazakhstan.
Yeah, good strong statement by Kazakhstan there to do it in that sort of fashion, but you couldn't get a greater contrast at the moment than these two sides. So Thailand have done a lot of the work, but Kazakhstan have got the points. Just good strength, took the shot up high, was able to roll it off. Again, probably the defender just not really focusing on the key part of the engine, which is just to get those legs.
Quick look there at Nurian Balbarakov, the manager, and Thailand asked to come from deep now. Askarova goes for the intercept, completely misses it. That one looked a little forward, and they've been put under pressure here at Thailand. They showed some cool-headedness in that earlier game, just not trying to push the envelope too hard. Here's the manager. So an attacking scrum here halfway through this first half. There's Korachek on this side. Good to see her back. Missed out on legs 2 and 3 in China and Sri Lanka. Interesting, she's made the move to the forwards. Normally out wide. It's not pretty, but they get it back. Nurmatova, all over her is Tirarat, and I think she's won the penalty here. Yes, she has. So the smaller Thais going hard at the front rows, winning a penalty. gutsy stuff. Going sideways, Thanaporn. Askarova takes her. Tkachiova stands over. Doesn't make a play for the ball though. Look at that off the left. Oh, goodness me. Koishibayeva, what a strong tackle there. It was a wicked sidestep. Trying to get on the outside, Utamporn, and she runs out of runway. Good tracking by Koracek there. And good attack, good defence, both sides really having a go here.
Oh, the Thailand team are just threatening. If they can get to the outside lane with half a gap to spare, that might be all they require to open Kazakhstan right up. But credit to Kazakhstan, they're covering the ground, they're doing the work. Coming into the final few minutes of the first half, there's going to be some very, very sore lungs at the end of this game.
Here we go, look at the big shove from Kazakhstan. They get it back though. Ratanaporn fires it away to Utamporn. They're just waiting there for her, fooling nobody. Kushibayeva gets over the top of it. Look at the PM out there with the... That's a new few set of tricks she's picked up as well, from obviously from her coach there, the dummy. The no-look dummy. Thanaporn from the bottom, and is that an indication of the pressure there under there? Utamporn just towing it through. Bit of a nothing kick though. Luckily for them, it didn't go far enough and it gave them a chance, but Koishibayeva, here's Koracek. She's heavily strapped. Still heavily strapped 3 or 4 months later. Yakovleva to Koishibayeva, Nurmatova. Oh, and look at this work there. Oh, great covering tackle from Ratanaporn.
That is a great try.
And she reaches out and dots it down. Nurmatova, what a season she's having. 61 points on the series. Their leading point scorer. First try today, though.
Terrific try by Kazakhstan. Look at this mismatch. Well, is it really? Unbelievable. Mismatch to the point where, on the secondary effort, she does take the points. And that is a great highlight of just how fierce this Thailand women's team is when it comes to defending.
Nurmatova tries to add the extras from out wide. Can't pull it off. Try. Try by Nurmatova. She's very slow to get back to the centre for the restart. That's a beautiful restart. Perfect distance. Well handled by Thailand. They trail 12-0 here. Couple of seconds. Last play. Utamporn. This there, a little bit of variation from Utamporn. Has she got the gas in those legs? And Tkachiova is tracking back there. And she's still in the race, Utamporn. Was she held back?
I think she was.
And, well, Maddie Putz is on the scene, and is she gonna give a card here? Or even a penalty try?
Well, penalty try, no, there was, the other Kazakhstan player was there and legal.
They need this, Thailand. Will they go over on the hooter? That's well held up. They're not rolling away. They're making no attempt to roll away, are they? As Thanaporn laid...
That's a try. I think she's got her arms in there.
Very close. Those players surely got to be penalised. And is that a try? It looks like it might be a try, Jed. All sorts of confusion here. And Maddie Putt's going to get some control here. What has she seen? The Kazakhstanis are pleading for the TMO and they get their wish. So here we go for the first time today. And this will be critical for Thailand to score at this juncture.
Well, I think Kazakhstan got onto the ball carrier, but after she got the ball down. This will be interesting to see what the TMO sees here. I think I saw a try. I feel like I saw a try. You won't see it from this angle because that's actually after the play. That's too late. It's nowhere near. There it is. Bang.
Well, look at all those players just lying there.
From the angle, the reverse angle of that, you see it happen. It's a very quick move, but it was very, very positive at the line. I'm pretty confident she got the ball down. It was not the angle to see it from, though.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm just not sure why referee let them just lie all over the place. There 3 Kazakhstan players just lying about, making no effort to move. So it's up to the TMO. Is it Greg Hinton with the big call? He's under pressure. Thailand look ready to tap and go, so looks like they will have a penalty. Here we go, have a look. I think that's too late, isn't it? It happened before then.
It's the angle we had when the game vision was on, and gee whiz, pushing around Thai people is not a good idea. That could end in...
It's a try!
Of course it's a try.
Thailand have dotted down on the hooter after the brilliant break from Utamporn. She took on the entire Kazakhstan team and battled her way downfield with a chip and a follow, and superb finish to the first half. We've got a game on here. It's 12 points to 5. As we'd expected, it's a close one.
Good to see some drama. It's good to see some action. Great to hear some emotion from the crowd out there, but look, isn't it fantastic? We've got another team now really mixing it up with the top 3. 12-7. Hats off to Kazakhstan. They've scored under pressure. They did well in the opening sort of 5 or 6 minutes just to keep Thailand buried deep down in their half. But Thailand managed to break through, and when they did, they made it count. But we're in store for an absolute screamer in the next 7 minutes. Opening try here. This is Kazakhstan turned right up there. Muscly performance. Shot up high. Not strong enough. Great lead drive. And a pretty sudden down on the ball. And then just on. Look. Outstanding try by Nurmatova. Look at this. But the defence that goes down there with it, equally. This opportunity, this time it was successful. And the try there for Thailand converted. A 5-point game. Really looking forward to this next 7 minutes of women's rugby.
And what it is, Jed, it's the battle to avoid China, you'd think. On the other side of the draw tomorrow.
Sure, I guess that's what is looming in the background, isn't it?
Yeah, China, well, they look odds on. They've got to play Hong Kong next, but they look odds on to take out the pool. The runner-up of this match will face them in the semi-finals tomorrow if everything goes to plan. And that is goal number 1, to make the final, win this game. Okay, here we go, 7 minutes left. It's almost like a final, isn't it? Yakovleva gives it to a skipper, Kushibaeva. She just hunkers down there. She's firmly got 2 hands on that ball, trying to rip it out. Was Simbat. Sorry, it was Piamat. And they get on the outside. Kotacek, she opens that big stride of hers, flings it inside to Nagora Nurmatova, who was well taken anyway. She was tracking back, and they've got it back, Thailand. They trail by 5. They probably haven't got the pace out wide over Kazakhstan, unless Chichinuk can have a go at Takachi over out here. And oh, that's a dangerous one. Well taken by Thanaporn. And as we see there, she hasn't quite got the pace, but coming up, looming up is Piamat, and she also doesn't have the pace. Takachiova does well, and she makes a second tackle. Daria Takachiova. She could have saved her side here, but on we go. Tidarat flings it away. The crowd really getting behind this effort. Good fend to the face from Thanaporn, and Nurmatova tries to seal the ball up there, and good strength. Chichinuk helps out. Are there numbers here? And it's Askarova up against Piamat. Piamat takes her on and bangs it down about 4 or 5 metres in. And what a team try. I think they all touched it. They may not have the blistering pace, but they've got the continuity. And Jed, you'll be excited about that.
Yeah, certainly am. Great start for Thailand in the second half. Oh, that's brilliant stuff. Gee whiz, we've got a good game here. 12 all. You reckon she might pop 2 points from here? I hope so.
Butsaya with the responsibility. And it's not a bad effort, and it's just a bit wobbly, wasn't it? Didn't have any.
It was going like a dead duck, Boozer, let's be honest.
It was one of those floppy ones that didn't spin, and 12 all. Plenty of time left, obviously. Be interesting if it was a draw and it comes down to points difference. They both scored 33 and 34 points in the opening round. But anyway, a long way to go, and I'm sure we're going to see some more tries. Both teams hungry. Great seeing everybody with us on the Facebook feed or wherever you're watching this around the world. Great having you with us here for these Olympic qualifiers. Butsaya goes deep. Kazakhstan let it find the grass. Here's Bakhtibayeva. I think it's her first run on. Nurmatova to Kushibayeva. The forwards get involved, and look how strong Utamporn is there.
Unbelievable.
Incredibly strong, and somehow Yakovleva gets it off her and forces her way to ground. Utamporn with the upper body strength here. Alina Askarova, watch out for her, Thailand. She threads the needle, pops it up to Kachiova, who can't catch it. And that was try time. Very enterprising stuff from Kazakhstan, but matched by the Thai defence again. So it'll be a scrum to Thailand. It's great work by Askarova, wasn't it? But she threw it a little bit too far out of the reach.
Thailand were always in trouble because they had 4 defenders around that contact and they weren't spreading out quick enough to help. They were lucky that Kazakhstan went for the space on out wide, because if they'd simply run a cut play in the middle, they would have stood up the inside defenders and left that gap even more wide open. So, yeah, just a little bit of luck there, but also, goodness gracious me, if Kazakhstan made that last pass, this girl here, she could absolutely fly.
She's been hooked, and on comes another speedster, Lilia Baziruk. She can go as well, don't worry about that. So big scrum here, about just in front of the 10-metre line there, you see. Ratanapur to feed. Expect Kazakhstan to have a shot at this. Look at Nurmatova just ready to pounce on her. Yes, they do have a go, and they've just completely blitzed the Thai front row and won the ball. Nurmatova gets it out. They'll be looking for Bazirak now. Askarova trying to put her away in a bit of space. Chichanuk's out there. Chichanuk grabs her by the shirt tails and pulls her down. Good clean out by Askarova. And here we go. They're on the front foot. Anna Yakovleva, the Trojan workhorse here. Squirts out the back. Bazirak's on hand. And she's cleaned that up nicely. Taken down, though, by Thanaporn. This is an important play. They go quick. Kushibayeva, the skipper. The skipper goes for it. And Laksina is there, and she can't stop her, though. And how about that by the skipper, Kushibayeva? What an explosive period of play there by Kazakhstan. Incredible defence and attack.
Well, they've had to go with a clenched fist, really, haven't they? And almost attack, physically attack the Thais just to break them open enough. The way they were flying into those breakdowns was pretty impressive. We dig on the shoulder here. What do we got? Oh, yeah, that would hurt too.
Well, I got to say it. Kushibayeva, she throws herself at everything at 100%, and she always looks injured after every single carry. But somehow she gets up and goes again. Inspirational skipper for Kazakhstan. And she's pulled out a 5-point meat pie there, and they are in the lead by 17 points to 12. Anxious moments here for both sides. Nurmatova drills that one, gets it going. Utamporn takes it on the fly. She can start something here, and that looked forward regardless, and it's what's going to happen here. Is it a knock on or is it a forward pass? Put's talking to
forward by Blue.
Looks like Craig Chan on the side there.
Go. So it's a blue scrum.
Yes, and that's the right call, I
Blue
think.
scrum.
Forward pass. Utampon there,
Forward
just
first,
trying to force it
then
there, and
knock
it
on,
fell out
okay?
the hands
Forward
forward,
first.
so that's a let off for Kazakhstan. They've got the firepower in this front row to win their own ball. Look at the size of Kotachik there and Yakovleva teaming up with Bakhtibayeva.
Crouch.
And we're into the final 30 seconds, so
Five.
Kazakhstan just need to hold this ball.
Set.
Kazakhstan, Thailand will come at them with everything.
It's out.
Yakovleva. Bakhtibayeva, this is risky stuff. Trying to get round, scoot round Bazirak. Chichinuk's got her number though. Good tracking tackle from Thailand. Here's a chance. Utampon, she thought she was in there. And it could be time for a scrum, I think. Yes. So last chance saloon. Lastminute.com, Jed, for Thailand.
30 seconds.
Certainly is.
Okay,
Need to
30
see
seconds.
just how good the coaching has been for Thailand in the build-up to this tournament. We've been marvelling at the way they've picked up the skills to give them some genuine attack. Where are their heads at now? This is the moment. Here's the set. They look ready to roll.
Set.
It's a good scrum. It's good feeds out quickly. Here they go. Have they got the miracle play? Wanari on the loop around to Utampon. Oh, and it's a terrible bounce for her, and they've given the ball away. Bakhtibayeva kicks Utampon out the way, and Nurmatova says, we'll take that any day of the week, everybody. And over the sideline it goes. What a game. And for those of you tuning in for your first taste of Asia Women's Sevens Rugby, that's how good it can be. And it's all smiles from the referees. Yakovleva there, Bakhtibayeva, and they pulled off a good win here. So 17 points to 12. And that should mean they effectively avoid China at the semi-finals tomorrow. And if everything goes to plan, Thailand could face Hong Kong, which would also be an interesting prospect.
It certainly will be. We're about to find out what the deal is completely.